We'd like to welcome everybody to Intermission Transmission. Ron might be having some trouble coming in. He's supposed to be joining us at any given moment. I might have to call him up and say, don't worry about that, because he was trying to do a video and it's wasn't working for him. So I told him not to worry about it. We're about ready to start. See, just let's, all right. Let's, all right, hang on, everybody. Just come to, just come, show, do it. Okay, so yeah, so when Ryan comes, we're supposed to be doing some free readings, but he's messing up on his he should have let me know, but he should have let me know about this instead of, because I'm the one that had to create the stream.
Okay, now I don't know why that damn video didn't want to sit right.
You should have. Why you didn't call me for help?
Well, what do you think I was doing?
Yeah. Well. Anyway, I was gonna mention everybody that we're gonna have free tarot card readings, but we also want to check on the current events that occurred from Saturday to today.
Oh yeah.
We want to talk about the near assassination attempt of Trump, and your audio is off. There goes that. Your.
Yeah, I know. The stupid cord here is dumb.
Yeah.
You need to find a cord. Get it done.
Yeah.
Is it working now?
Yeah, it's working. Yeah.
I gotta get a new microphone. I need a good microphone, not this fucking $300 piece of crap.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't keep nice things, and you mostly want to do it on purpose.
And what is that noise? Please stop it.
Don't worry about it. God damn it, you.
Well.
All right, Ron. Let's just focus. Let's just focus on what we're going to be doing. So
that's fine. You can't do that when you got the noise going.
That way, Ron. Okay. Well. All right. It might be your show, but goddamn, I'm like, okay, so I want to get on. Well, okay. Well, we want to get on to current events, from the Trump assassination to the greatest global outage ever. It's not a total global outage, but it's good enough to cripple the system. So while we wait for our chat to come in, we got 3 people watching.
What are you watching at? What are you watching at? We're watching on YouTube.
Yeah, we got a couple on YouTube and one on Twitch. So one of the things, the biggest thing that happened, that while I was still at the wrestling event, was the near assassination attempt of Trump. And I thought it was chaotic whenever I saw that happening during the event. Got nicked in the ear, and it's crazy that as you watch the news, it's like, well, how the Secret Service screwed that up? You have any explanation about how the Secret Service may have screwed that up?
Well, now I don't know that I have all the information, and fact checkers don't fact check me because I don't know what I'm talking about. The opinions that are expressed in this show are the opinions of the speaker only, not the channel. So,
Yeah.
in any case, anyone comes on here and says anything, talks about anything, it's their own opinion. And we have a right to our own opinion still, called freedom of speech. And that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah. So I just thought that you might.
Well, in my opinion, first of all, you have to remember who supplies the security detail. Not Trump.
I mean,
okay, Trump
it's
doesn't supply it. Who supplies the security detail on these events? I mean, on his private rallies, yeah, possibly. But this was a rally that he was doing, wasn't private, I don't think. But
yeah.
you know, he the security is supplied by who? Think about it now, Bobby. Who supplies the security? Not Trump. Who supplies the security? If Trump was president, he would have to supply the security for who? The people that he's running against, whether he likes them or not. Okay, that's the way it is. We are to provide the security of the people running. Okay, meaning taxpayers. The administration that's currently in charge, whoever it is, who knows? Clearly not the one that we think is in charge. It's supposed to be the president. Just in my personal opinion, whether I like him or not, I don't think he's in charge. Actually, I don't think that. I think we've been lied to a long time. We might vote somebody in office, but it doesn't mean that they're in charge. Okay.
Yeah.
And even when Trump was the president.
Yes, the Secret Service is supposed to also protect former presidents for like a period of time. But
right.
Yeah, it's just like.
Oh, so anyway, the point is, okay. First, I don't think that Trump set anything up. I think that he was totally surprised. Okay. Secondly, I don't think that anyone in the stands intended to get shot that day. Okay. So first of all, my prayers go out to the people and families involved, whether they were plants or whatever they were sitting there. If it was planned that way, then I feel sad for the family that lost their loved ones. Okay. You know, and if it was not planned and it was just totally chaotic and unplanned and unscripted, then I pray for everyone that lost their life and got injured, and that has to be a scary thing, you know.
Yeah, it's like. So the Secret Service knew that was going to happen, but yet they let him proceed on what he did, and then he got nicked in the ear by a bullet, and then a fire chief got killed. It was a fire chief that got shot and killed.
Yeah, and see what happened here is I don't know how. I don't care if the kid was the one that did the shooting. Right, he was a kid. He was like 20-some years old, right?
20, exactly 20 years.
Then he's a kid. All right, he shouldn't be handling an AR, whatever it was, the automatic rifle. He shouldn't be handling one. The thing weighs more than he did. I mean, come on. You don't do that. You know, he certainly wasn't a sniper. He didn't know how to handle the weapon. If you're a sniper, you know how to handle the weapon. And before you're firing a weapon like that, you know how to take it apart with your eyes closed and put it back together, and it works with your eyes closed. That's what they're trained to do. Okay? That's if you're a true sniper.
All right.
And if you're a phony sniper or you're a 20-year-old kid, you're not going to know how to do that. Sorry. I mean, did you see the pack that he had on? Apparently, you know, he had a pack on that weighed probably twice as much as he did. Okay.
Oh, wow.
So you didn't see that?
I would not know, but I think he searched for photos of congressional leaders, including Trump and Biden.
Yeah.
And
But
he
so,
probably knew that Trump was closer, and he tried to put a bullet on Trump's head.
well, anyway, this whole thing smells like it's another book that I read by, now I don't know if it was for certain by Pat Robertson, but, or James Robertson, rather, James Robertson, the author, not Pat Robertson, the preacher, no, James
What's up,
Patterson,
Marco?
James Patterson. There you go, James Patterson. Hey, Marco. James Patterson was the author. That's who it was. And he wrote a bunch of mysterious crime novels and things like that. And he had one about the candidate getting assassinated or attempted, just like in this situation. And not by the kid, as far as the kid being one of the actors in the novel, but the point of the story was almost played out just like this real life thing, So, which I thought was pretty amazing. I remember reading that book actually. Now, of course, I don't read him anymore because he was voting for somebody that I didn't approve of. So I said, "Nope, I'm not going to buy any more of your books." That took care of that. But anyway,
too easy.
But so what I want to know is, what are they going to do with Biden right now? Okay, that's more of my problem here. Biden's still in so-called charge. He's still the president, and he still has control of this country, so to speak. Okay? Even though he's at home with, we can't say it, but, he's at home with that thing that he got. Don't say it, please, because, they don't like it. So we can talk about it. We just can't say it. And I think that's kind of funny. Even though everybody's proving everything that's wrong with the facts, and then they don't want us to talk about it anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I think like what there
and
was.
that alone, if he got the protection for it, and I can't say that other word either, so got to be careful with that. If he got the protection for it, then why is he getting sick? Right?
I mean, he had a campaign stop he wanted to go to, and then he had to get yanked because of it. Right. In Las Vegas. Now the question still remains: is should Biden just step down and let Harris take over? Because I think what you said, either or, is still going to give Trump an advantage.
Well, I think it's too late in the game for that. To be honest with you, I mean, yeah, by the time frame, they probably have time to do it, but they aren't going to have the votes or the right person to do it. I don't think Harris is going to beat Trump. There ain't no way. And I don't think that I don't think there is anyone that they could put in that could beat Trump.
That's right. It's like Trump's.
Hey, who's that?
Oh, that's Rockstar. Yeah.
What's up?
So yeah, you have the failed assassination, Biden getting COVID, and then today, just when you're about to wake up in the morning, you couldn't even go to the bank or go to the post or book a flight because its endpoint security system called CrowdStrike pushed an update that probably botched a lot of services. I think the most hit was airports and hospitals, including the medical stuff. I'm not sure about if any stores or Walmart got hit, but
I don't know. But
there is a fix. And what's up, Lorraine?
Yeah, and you wonder why I don't fly. Hi, Lorraine. Hey, I wanted to go ahead and get Maria in here, see if she wants to help out with some of our card reading
Yeah,
stuff.
I just wish we can get Christopherno. I think I still have him on Facebook,
Well,
but
get him in here.
yeah, I'm gonna see if Maria wants to drop in.
Tell
I
her
need
she'll
to
get
let.
extra pay. Tell her she'll get the famous Friday night pay if she does. Get extra pay.
All
So
right.
yeah, we had a lot of strange events. I mean, we haven't had a shooting at a political event like that. I don't know since when. Reagan was the last one that was shot in the shoulder, just above his heart. Remember that?
Yeah, I don't think I was. I don't think I was even. I think my mother was still in high school when that happened.
You know about it though. So
Yeah, actually, I was still in the pre-mortal realm, as the LDS would call it.
you see, so
You like
now the
how
other thing is, now I was talking chatting with Craig a little bit, and I mentioned this on the live drive, and I mentioned is it diversion distraction or distraction diversion? See what I'm saying? So, for instance, when was the last time, aside from Trump mentioning the hey C&D boy,
what's
aside
up,
from
Kitty
Trump
and Bob?
mentioning the border and how he's going to fix it, when is the last time that the border has been mentioned? When Biden signed the executive order to set forth only so many can cross. Well, already you went over that amount. So you already went over that amount that you were supposed to sign your first year. The beginning of your term, you're supposed to sign that executive order and protect the border. But no, you didn't. Matter of fact, when they asked both of them about it, and Harris is supposed to be, VP Harris is supposed to be the person who takes care of that. And she looked like, what? We got a problem down there? And if
Oh
you
my
remember that
gosh.
clip when they were both asked about it, well, how's the border going or whatever, and they're like had a dumb look on their face, like, what? And these people are supposed to be our leaders and they're in charge. Okay? Now, I don't know what the
Yeah.
numbers are, but I know that there's a lot of illegal people coming into this country that shouldn't be. And I don't usually talk about this politics stuff because I don't really know all the answers. And a lot of times people will get mad at us for talking about it. But, it's already in the news. It's not like we're making it up. Go
Yeah.
and look up the
It's like,
records.
yeah. So, and you also mentioned about that there's going to be more of this as the
More of the
time.
technical stuff. Yeah. See, now,
Yeah.
if you notice early on in the year, when everybody kept having trouble with their audio stuff, or connection issues, right?
Yeah.
And that has been going on for quite a while, and it seems like it's going on even more, now. But
Yeah.
this whole thing today, what this was about, Bobby,
Mm-hmm.
which we don't know what they're doing in the background, okay? They're trying to shift it over to digital currency, right? Right?
Or like cashless entry stuff.
Well, they're just trying to switch everything over to digital currency so we don't have money anymore. Okay? Now, the problem I have with that is that if I try to use my bank card across the United States as I take my trip, then somebody hacks into it because they steal the numbers from the gas station, right? This has been proven. Last time I had my card hacked, and I had someone from a college somewhere in Michigan was using my card number, and it was like, how did they get there? I wasn't there,
Oh,
you
I know.
know.
It's like every
And
time
then
you hear about your car getting your information getting stolen,
yeah,
it's like and if it's not reported, they can get away with murder. That's the problem that we're having today.
yeah. And then we had a AT&T hack. That was another big one that shouldn't be done. Now they promised me that none of my personal information was given out, but how do you know,
Yeah.
right?
There was the American Amateur Radio Relay League that also had a data breach. And
Oh
then
boy,
yeah,
that's not
so
good.
if you're following like radio communication stuff, you would know about it because
Yeah.
it wasn't on the mainstream. It was
Well, they're not protecting us very well now, are they? I
yeah.
mean, seriously, they're not protecting us very well at all.
I mean, you got from data breaches, but sometimes when you have a big pay-per-view event or a big event, and right when the program starts, it just shuts you down, telling you,
Yeah.
we have a little problem. We won't. Well, as the presentation is going, people are bitching and complaining, and part of my French on that is that it's
I
like
know
they
what I
can't
did
watch the
wrong.
show. It's like they can't watch the show because the whole thing goes down.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, how am I supposed to watch this show now? Well, you can pretty much find people that might be relaying it off of, like, let's say, be a Telegram or WhatsApp. And even sometimes Discord can be a good haven, or
Yeah.
even Reddit. They can be a good haven to actually give you something that they can't do. And and there was an instance where Dana White got on with a pirate streamer, and guess what? You have the Dana White lost, and they had technical difficulties, and guess what? There was those pirate streamers that relayed the pay per view, and that was all she wrote. Dana White just lost. And I think it happened many of times as well. Take Showtime Boxing for example.
Yeah.
They had technical difficulties, and guess who had to fill up the hole? The pirate streamers, the illegal streamers. It's it's a dog eat dog world today. If those corporates wants to win, they gotta have a better structure.
Right.
But yeah, the data breaches, you got sometimes you gotta make sure that does not happen again. Because if it has to happen
Right.
again, who can you trust? Just like just like this cloud strike flaw that plagued almost. It did not plague the internet, but as I was mentioning, it only plagued like medical, airplanes, banks, and I'm not sure about
Yep.
stores. If you see, most people will rely on that because I thought it was like cheaper or something. Everybody can, don't get me wrong on that, but there will be others that uses like a Microsoft Azure or Google Cloud or Amazon Web, and those are like the big three that can do a lot more better job. They
Yeah.
and not everybody is in that Windows. Most of your data centers that you got today, like hosting your websites and all, they mostly use Linux, like Linux instead of Windows. And they
Right.
say that Linux can do a much more better job than Windows. But yet you got people enjoy Windows more than Linux is because while Linux just works, Windows, you definitely need Windows if your software only requires Windows. I mean, there's a way to do it in Linux, but the Mixer broadcaster that we use, you got to have Windows. If we was not using Mixer, but let's say like Icecast or Shoutcast, I would definitely switch to Linux in a heartbeat because the structure of the Linux system is solid. You just type in, it has its own centralized app store that you can get off of a command line or like a graphical app. Where in Windows, you gotta search for it, and sometimes sometimes the Microsoft Store is not the way to go, but you have to go like someplace else to get the whatever. Like Steam, I think Steam, you still gotta go to the website. Chrome, you still gotta go to the website. But there will be apps that be in the Microsoft Store. But like as previously mentioned, Windows, you still gotta search around for whatever wherever you want.
Yeah.
So, and Apple can be the same way, but not all the time.
Right. Okay.
Like, your phone also has a central way of doing it, but not all the time. I think, but the iPhones are supposed to be fixed to the App Store only. Where Android, you enable a setting and you can get like just about anywhere except for the Google Play Store. That's how. But you got to be careful of how you get those packages, those installation packages, is because the wrong site and the wrong package, and that's your phone.
Right. We don't want that.
Yeah. Oh, you got. Oh, wow.
What?
Probably your nets again. It's
what
so
happened?
yeah. We are gonna have problems galore as we go on by.
And they will be putting it on everything except for what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, so it gets crazy. It's gonna get crazier and crazier. And to talk about the wrestling I went to last Saturday, it was a great show. It had a great outcome and stuff. The only rant that I have is the concessions needs to do a much more better job. Because when I was trying to get some stuff, I only had one successful attempt out of 4.
Oh.
The line was so long, it took too much time, and by the time before the intermission was over to get started with the second half of the program, they were almost out of food. They were out of drinks. So all they had was about a few burgers, and they got lots of jambalaya.
Oh wow.
It was because I remember concessions in my other ones, and they were not like that. They're just get there, get your stuff, and head back and enjoy the rest of the show.
You know, that's one of the reasons I don't go to, besides the fact I'm too far away now, but I don't go to the Twins baseball game either. Last time I went there several years ago.
Oh, wow.
I went to, what did Mirko say?
Oh, you're just sucking it in.
Okay, yeah.
If you hear the yapping, I think Black is having a bad dream.
Oh no. But
That's what my mom tells me. If they're sleeping and they're yapping, there's problems.
don't wake him. Don't wake him up. You might get bit.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the hot dog and a soda at the baseball game,
Mm-hmm.
$16. It ain't
Probably
worth no
higher than
16
that
bucks.
today.
Yeah. Yeah, or a hot dog and a beer, rather. I guess you can have beer, yeah, not a soda. You're at the
Yeah.
baseball game, well, you're gonna drink beer.
I think if they would still have the food and the drinks, a hamburger, French fry, and Coke combo is about $10.
Yeah.
So, uh, oh, okay, okay, yeah. So,
Really, MLB is free today, huh? Well, I already have
yeah.
them on my system, so. But the last time I was watching the MLB, they had like 4 games on at once, and that was really kind of pissing me off. There
Oh,
you go.
that's
Oh, that's it. Oh, Red Sox and Dodgers. Oh, yeah.
mhm. So. I went to the WWE event last year, and I had to we didn't have money for concessions. It was a surprise, and they decided, well, we're going to supply. I have a friend of mine that surprised us with we're going to the WWE event at the Cajun Dome in Lafayette. We didn't have money for concessions, but it still was a great show. But there was a problem that when one of my friends saw that dude try to get out of the bathroom and he was on a wheelchair, there was everybody just passing by, and then he just saw that dude. He had to help him out, and it's like, holy moly! And yeah, he told us that story about it, and it's like, damn.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah, people don't care.
Yeah, it's like
Not
the
much at all.
story of the Samaritan. Like, the story of Samaritan.
Yep.
They some dude just had to tackle him, and two people just went up ahead and passed him, but the third one helped him, sent him to like a little inn or something so he can get well. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean that's it gets it's gonna get crazy and crazy today.
And nobody respects a disabled veteran either.
Hey,
Uh,
well, that's it. That's it. I mean,
well, I get on the bus and see in Minneapolis they
mhm.
used to give the disabled veteran, as long as I have my ID card that showed that I had service connected disability, which I do, and then I could show my ID to the bus driver, and of course I'd get on without having to pay. Except there was always somebody in the disabled or disability seats in the front, which is where I was supposed to sit, right? Because I'm disabled. I should be able to sit in the front, right? No,
Okay,
they didn't want to
yeah.
move. They didn't want to move. They were supposed to get up and move and let me sit down. No, they couldn't do that. So,
I mean,
you
you
know
always
why?
when I was working at yeah, and yeah, go ahead and finish first.
You know why? You know why they didn't want to do that? Well, most of the ones who were riding the bus were black, first of all, and I'm white, of course. So, but
Okay,
anyway,
well,
what I used to do was, I wouldn't even worry about those seats. I would go all the way to the back and sit all the way in the back.
it's
All
fine.
right, and then I'd be fine. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then they wanted to sit up there and be jerks. All right, I'll sit way far away from you.
All right. Yeah. It's just like when I was working at Walmart. The scooters that they provide are supposed to be meant for those types of people as well. But you always seem to always have young punks. Um, always want to go on those scooters, and they don't have anything. There's nothing wrong with them. They can walk in stuff, but
Yeah.
they really. I don't think they. I think they check on them today. I'm just not sure. It's been a while since I was working at Walmart. I don't think I have any plans of going back either.
Well, they should
Yeah,
also
Major
have a
League Baseball. It's baseball, Marco.
MLB.
So we got Lorraine, Rockstar, Canadian Bob. I don't think any of them wants a reading or something.
They don't usually want readings, but if they do, they can ask. I'll do one for them.
Yeah.
But so what are you looking at for this election, Bobby? I mean, you're and not giving away any secrets. You are a
Yeah. I actually don't have a party affiliation, but
you don't like Trump. I know that.
I mean, I
But
voted for
anyway,
Hillary in 2016. I voted for Biden in 2020.
that would be a Democrat
2024,
then.
2024, it's it's too close to call if I want to keep on voting for a Democrat or just go for Trump, or I'll just go for a third party.
Yeah.
Because if you don't like
Well,
Trump and you don't like Biden, why go third party?
right. But third party ain't gonna really get voted in, probably. Just
Yeah,
guessing.
it's always. I mean, you go in the box and you see Biden, you see Trump, but you also see others that are vibing to go instead of them. They
Yeah,
don't
but
get that all throughout the nation. You don't they don't get as much love than the ones you see on TV. If you're not on TV, you're not going to get recognized.
right. So
And we're talking
you
about
wouldn't want to.
mainstream. Yeah, we're talking about mainstream TV. We're not talking
So
about.
you wouldn't support who they pick to if he decides to step down. Who would you vote for?
If Biden chooses to step down and and Harris takes over, is that what you're saying?
Yeah. What would you do?
I mean, I was still trying to go for a Harris, but it's like I said, it's I mean the cause for Biden to step down is huge. I mean, you got your congressional leaders telling him he needs to go. You got Pelosi telling him that he needs to go. I mean, who the hell hated Pelosi? I think Pelosi is still a fine woman. But anyway, yeah, so you got like the Democratic leaders telling them that maybe it's time for
Well,
you
see, when
to.
he agreed back in the winter time, when he agreed, like around Christmas time, when they made that big announcement that he was going to run, right?
Yeah.
And something like that, they all sat around, the family sat around. Oh, do you want to run again, Grandpa Joe? And she's talking to the kids, the grandkids and everything like that. Well, yeah, I want to run again. I don't think he even knew what he was talking about. But, at that time he was a little bit better off compared to right now. But
Yeah,
I seen him kind of decline fairly quickly though in the last few months. He has gone downhill pretty quick.
Yeah, it's just
I
going to give Trump an advantage because, yeah, I don't know what Biden.
Well, I mean, who do they have? Okay, who do they have that could even give Trump any kind of a problem? I don't think they really have anyone. Now, with this global outage thing that we're talking about, right? Now that could mess up
Yeah,
our voting opportunities, right?
yeah. It
Okay.
if it was November whatever.
Well, this could happen. What I'm saying, Bobby, is back to the digital currency aspect of things. Okay,
Hmm.
they're trying to control our finances. All right, that is proven. Hi, Amy, how you doing?
Yeah, what's up,
So they're
Amy?
trying to control our finances, which we know that, and maybe they're gonna fact check me on this and get all mad at what I'm saying. And I mean, if you want to do that, then go right ahead. That means I'm on the right track. If you guys are fact checking me, okay. Now,
Yeah.
they want to control our finances. That's been proven several times, over and over and over. All right.
Hmm.
Now, okay, CD, you want your reading? Okay. Okay. 1, 2, or 3 cards. And do you want oracle cards or do you want tarot cards? And anyway, the point of this global shutdown thing was just to show you, hey, we can do it. We can shut you down, and this is only the beginning. Now, of course, they're going to say I'm not telling the truth here. I'm just making this up, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just talking. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I'm just talking,
I mean, like it could have
making.
been like pretty much done on purpose, and then
Well, I think it was done on purpose, but it was done to show everybody, hey, we just have to flip a switch. We just have to input the wrong command, and then all of a sudden, bam, everything shuts down. Stock market, everything. All right, everything shuts down.
and
Now, if they
wait,
affected the banks,
yeah, what Amy say is true.
that's true. That's why I have always voted the party that I vote for, because that's what I believe in. I believe in their policies, their promises, and what they have done overall. Yeah, both sides have really made some terrible mistakes. I agree, but overall, I believe the party that I am, they tend to um, stick with the family values, or at least they did. They might not so much anymore. I'm not sure, but can't really say that for certain. But now, what did what kind of cards, Amy? You want the oracle cards? You want 1, 2, or 3 cards, or you want the tarot cards, and that would be 3 cards. Waiting on Amy. All right. So
Yeah,
anyway, you know, in the Constitution, of course, the opening line says what? What does the
we the
opening line
people,
say?
we the people,
There
we.
you go. Yeah. And do they act like they're doing that for us? On any stage, do they act like they're doing this for us?
It's
No, they're not doing it for us. Oh, I don't know. That guy was safe. Unless you're counting the fact that he had his foot on the base, but you got to tag him out, I thought. He hit that
yeah,
base first. But anyway, so the point being is this. All right. If they're doing it for we the people, that border should have been secured 3 years ago when Biden took over. That should have been the first thing he did. He should have increased the border patrol. there shouldn't be an argument over whether we should pay cops this or that or the other thing, or not pay cops at all, or we shouldn't have so many cops and whatever. We shouldn't have, they should make sure that we have cops. They should make sure they go through the proper training. We should pay them whatever they need because they're putting their life on the line for us. And we should pay them whatever it needs, whatever salary needs.
Oh yeah. All right. So I mean,
My
right.
choice. Okay.
Right. Okay.
I really
Well,
like my Angel Oracle cards.
okay. Oh yeah, the angel oracles are always.
The one that I did for you earlier. Look at that.
Well,
I know
last
exactly
night.
where they are.
Well, last night.
Yeah. Actually, funny
I'm
how I got
starting
everything
to
right
feel
in
pain with
arm's
my
reach.
wrists, so I got my braces again.
So now, the issue about this global shutdown thing, that's just proven to you that they have control and that they can shut it down anytime. Now, this goes for everything. This goes for your TV service. This goes for your phone. This goes for your car. They can shut your car down immediately. Okay, there shouldn't be any more stolen cars because all they have to do is shut it down.
Yeah.
If you have a car like mine, that's $40,000, okay, they're not letting me. I mean, they are letting me drive it around, yeah, but I mean, at any time they just gotta flip the switch and turn it off, and it doesn't run.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
It's just the Android Auto and the CarPlay systems.
Yep.
I think it is possible that bad things can happen between the phone and the auto and the system. That if they send malware to the phone, what's the possibility to send it to the system?
It's a separate system. The app only works on the Android to connect with the car. It doesn't mean that malware would get through that other security
Right, the
system
same
from
should be
the.
said about the Microsoft phone link system. Which if it had an update today that caused us to stop shatters, you should have thought about that first. And then it would have been solid.
Okay, I got a card for Amy. Is this for you or just for CT?
I think she said about CT. She did say CT, but yeah.
Okay. She said 3 cards.
Yeah, 3 call draw.
CT wanted 3 cards. Okay. Okay, so make
I
my
gotta
screen bigger.
let me make it bigger.
So CT is having some kind of issue. He's having an identity crisis.
Oh yeah.
All right.
That I think
would that be correct? This is Oracle. Yes. We're doing 3 on this one. I'll take the pictures of these in a minute here.
mm-hmm.
Oh man, my stomach's going crazy now. Man, this mic picks up that. Okay. Well, on a positive note, then here's your second card.
Angels of healing are with you. Oh yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one more.
One more.
I always take the one that pops up here. Look at that. I don't think I've had that one. I like that one. You didn't read that one, Bobby.
Yeah, yes.
Thought
I
you didn't
didn't
read
even
that
read the
one.
first two, but you are correct. I didn't read. All right. So,
All right.
yeah. I
There
didn't
you
read
go.
her.
That's for CT. So now let me see if I can
Yeah.
get a picture of it. Oh yeah. Oh, is that Blackie dreaming?
No, my uncle probably may have dropped the cup. I didn't even. I think the only thing I did not pick up was the glasses and the cups.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. So this is for CT, correct?
Yeah, I think you should have her on a Skype.
Yeah. Okay, now. I hope that's right. Yeah, oh, there it goes. Okay. Scoot it over slightly. Okay, that should be good. Save. Oh, yeah, there you go. Got the whole card in there. Okay, good. All right, now we can share that. Let's see if this will work. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh,
Wow.
yeah, that worked. Okay, Amy, let me know if you get that. Yep, it went through. It
Wow.
shows.
Wow.
What?
CT. I think you need you get some new batteries or something, huh?
All right, now, Amy, is it your turn then? Next. All right, Amy is next. Amy, you want the same cards? Dun-dun-dun. 3 of the Oracle.
Yeah,
That's
I think his
interesting.
battery pack needs like some form of maintenance or something, maybe a new pack or something.
Or maybe you need to pedal the bicycle faster.
Yeah.
Whoa, see it pop out just like that.
Now, if asteroid mining was a real thing, which probably can be, what kind of new stuff we might be seeing? And I mean, what is something that the asteroids have that Earth does not have? I
All
think
right,
it's
Amy, I got
endless,
3 of these cards with you.
like endless possibilities. So yeah.
This is for Amy, right? Okay, this is for Amy.
It's almost over.
All right. Gonna do this without touching the pad. I've always liked this one with dolphins.
Oh yeah, what's the don't give up on love? Oh yeah, that's always a good one.
Yep, you're welcome. No, now that these are yours, Amy. These are yours here.
Yeah, loved ones are safe.
So I think what we're talking about here is whatever struggles you've been having with maybe even family, you're about coming to a resolve on your situation, whether you see it or not. Then the other thing is don't give up on love, and that's not necessarily a relationship issue. This could be a family issue. All right. So you might be having some struggles with a family situation, whatever. Um, and then the other thing is don't stress out about loved ones that have crossed over. They are in a healthy, happy place. That makes sense?
Oh yeah.
All right, now I can make sure I get this one there. And try to make it look the best I can when I send these, because
Yeah.
I don't know why that didn't come out right. Is that the way that looks? That's the way that card looks. Okay.
Yeah. It's crazy to see that some of your top people are still on like either on digital underground alternative networks,
Yeah.
like the digital broadcasting networks,
Yeah.
but they still have mainstream popularity. They just don't like have their own shows on their mainstream popularity. They're not like the Halls family. They're not like Neil
Yeah.
deGrasse Tyson. I mean,
There you go, Amy. There's your cards. I don't think anyone else wanted any more cards.
mm, yeah, I don't even.
You want one?
Everybody would be sleeping. Yeah, I'll take a 3 card draw.
All right.
Everybody would be sleeping because it's like in the East, it's like 10 o'clock, but Amanda is super late.
Yeah.
But Amanda,
Well, we're not doing too much tonight anyway, so
yeah, we just had to
now
like
you know
give
what's
a
interesting.
review. We just already gave a review of the current events from
But we didn't
Trump's.
want to go too. We didn't want to go into too much detail because we don't know a whole lot of what we're talking about. So
No sense.
I don't
Yeah,
want
yeah, that's
to. Oh boy.
and those tell me to get a life. I'll be like, hey, if you don't think that streaming is not life, hey, Maybe you should try your own damn self. But we are still trying to get to that number.
Okay. Bobby, who was it that gave you a reading the other day? Who was that gave you a reading? And they talked about you needed to do a journal.
I need
That was just recently, like within a couple of weeks. You don't remember?
Yeah, I don't remember.
And they said something about you had to work on your
I know Tiffany gave me one.
Tiffany.
Recently.
That's who. That's who. Exactly. Yeah. And she mentioned a journal. All right.
Yeah.
Amy, now I'm not going to go into any detail about that either. You got to figure that out. But it might be something simple that you already know about, and you need to just face it in your own way.
Yeah. Open your heart.
This for you, Bobby. Now, see, that was one of the things that I think that Tiffany was telling you too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Yeah, Tiffany said journal for you, right? That's right. So okay.
Oh. Okay. Take control of your thoughts. Yeah.
All right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Just kind of go along with what Tiffany had said. I think so. All right, and then last one.
Open up to your spiritual gifts.
And like I always say, our true nature, our nature is actually spiritual. We're only in these bodies for our experience here on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
After we leave this planet and after we leave this realm, we're not going to have a body as we know it.
Oh, yeah.
Even the Bible says we'll have a new body, right?
Well, we'll be resurrected, but yeah.
We'll have a new body. We won't have flesh and bone. We'll have a spiritual body. It won't matter where we are. We're going to have a spiritual body.
Yeah.
Don't matter if you're going to be in heaven or hell. You're going to have a spiritual body.
Yeah. All right.
I don't want to go to hell. I can tell you that. And some would say, "Oh, what I'm doing right here, it's evil. You're going to hell." Why am I going to hell when I'm sharing spiritual messages with somebody? Is that evil? Would you consider this to be evil, Bobby?
I wouldn't, but I guess
some do.
I guess some people may not like the idea of what we're doing.
But the messages of the cards are peaceful and loving, right?
Yeah.
So what is the problem with that?
Yeah, that's about it. It's a sad world that we're living in.
And now, like I told you before, when I don't go around God, okay? I actually asked the Holy Spirit to give me your message. And in that way, I'm not just making it up, I'm not just reading it. And so as I'm shuffling them and it comes out, that's the card you get. And I don't do
It's
anything like that.
it's the way people depixiate it.
Banned books? What books are banned?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, we had that controversy while I was still at school. They started. I think they started that around my sophomore year.
All right, I'm gonna read a group reading for the whole chat, and this will also
Um,
be good for anybody that watches this later.
yeah. Um, all right, hang on. Um,
Oh, got two at
wait.
once. What? Two at
Well, two for
once.
one
Okay.
special. Well,
2-for-1 special right there. Okay. So they both came out at once. That's what I gotta use. Yep. To get to 1,000, then I can start monetizing, which means I can
yeah.
have a little donation button on the chat. Okay, for the chat. This is for the group chat. Embrace this magical moment. You are in the perfect energetic space for manifesting miracles. Allow your wishes to be fulfilled. And this goes out to the chat and anyone who watches this later. If you are struggling with your magical gifts or your abilities, don't hold back. But if you need to get guidance on how to use them, then I'd recommend you reach out to people that know how to use what you're dealing with. Don't be afraid to ask for help. All right? Don't be
That's
afraid to
it.
ask for help.
That's it.
Okay. Increase your
Increase
knowledge,
your
Bobby.
knowledge.
Education brings opportunity. Take a course. Pick up a book. Amy was just talking about a
Yeah.
book. Or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. Again, we all have gifts, we all have abilities. Don't waste the time or your abilities. Uh-oh. Now I did it.
Oh, what happened?
I opened up Alexa because I hit the button somehow.
Uh,
I
I wish it didn't trigger
got
mine.
rid of. All right. Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. You know, Bobby, I never did Bible readings today.
Yeah, you never did. We might have to do that after the show.
Yep. Well, we'll go until 11. Maybe we'll call it early tonight because there ain't nobody here.
Yeah.
Only a few people here.
All right. So thank you,
But that's all
Amy.
right. This is for the group.
Yeah, that's for the group. Amy, Moraine, Marco, Sandy, Bob, Rockstar. Thanks for being here.
We're not quite done yet, but yeah,
Yeah, I'm just like
we're gonna wrap it
recognizing
up
the ones
on
that
time.
I was just recognizing the ones that's here or was here.
All right. So this is for the group. And
Now
now where do I save this? Where do I
I
post this to,
just
Bobby?
you can try the guild chat. I know the guild chat is still up.
All right. And this is for that group too. This is for everybody that we know that's in our group or groups. Okay.
The problem is you're thinking for yourself. You're supposed to let the overall think for you and tell what you think. Which,
What?
yeah, I'll
All right,
let
that
you.
should get it there.
I'll let you.
Check it out now. See if it got there.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, it's there. It's there. 19.
Hey, I
Oh,
do still have this coin that I'd be interested in auctioning off. This coin is it cost me like 85 bucks. Okay, and that was back in see that grading schedule there? It's an MS-70, meaning
yeah.
near perfect, or it is perfect according to them. And so what this is,
The yeah, there
20,
goes.
2017 W, okay? And see the label there? What it says?
Yeah.
2017 W Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Silver. It's pure silver. Okay? And then on the back you have your eagle. Oh, might want to turn it the other way. And back you have the eagle, like that. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? So this is basically it's a $1 coin, but the point is when I bought this, I had another one that I had with it, but I gave that as a birthday gift to one of my friends. And if he kept it or if he sold it, I don't know. But it was in number sequence to this one.
Yeah.
But this is all by itself, though.
Yeah. I think I
But
only read one of the 5 mentioned as
what?
as um as part of a assignment for one of my English classes back in high school. I didn't. I mean, I did a research paper on George Orwell, but the other ones like Brave New World and The Handmaid's Tale, I did not read that one. But I did not read. I mean, I researched George Orwell, both Animal Farm in 1984, but we read Fahrenheit 451. The other ones like Brave New World and Handmaid's Tale, we never read that. I never read that one. The ones I know that I read was like The Color Purple, The Crucible, The Outsiders, The Odyssey. Now, now there are some Shakespeareans like Romeo and Juliet, Caesar, and Macbeth that I read as part of my class assignments.
Well, what's interesting is that I think that's why I was having trouble with the internet the other day with that situation, but they won't tell me that. If they
Yeah,
told me that was
I had to
if
reboot my 5G gateway about 3 freaking times today.
we'll see if they were to tell me, oh, that was a common problem that's going all the way around, I wouldn't be so mad at them. But what they were telling me was, oh, well, they're doing some work on the tower, and well, okay, if you're going to do work on the tower, why don't you let us know? I mean, I
Yeah,
pay $90 a month for my service. I don't pay for it to not work, right?
right.
I pay a fee for it to work, and it should work correctly.
Yeah,
All right. Now you want to get talking about religious matters. Let's take a look at the books that were taken out of the Bible, right?
yeah. That's
Now the key thought about that is that they were taken out of the Bible because they weren't considered to be scripture. spiritually correct or guided by the Holy Spirit, if you will. Okay, so they're more or less um, more or less someone else's opinion, so to speak. The fact checkers got them. So the fact checkers kicked them out of the Bible.
Yeah.
And the same like you have the Book of Enoch, and Enoch talks about a lot of things that some of the other writers talk about, but it wasn't necessarily led by the Holy Spirit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It's I think it was a difficult practice to write those scriptures back in the day. Because you gotta
we'll see in
prove
the
it
early.
didn't happen.
Well, in the early, well, in the time of Moses, well, obviously the beginning, and in Genesis, all of that was always spoken, Bobby. That was never written down.
Right.
All of it was always spoken. It was always spoken.
Spoken, but written later, if that's what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah. Now, you know yourself when you tell a story. If you tell one story, and you can do this test if you want, tell somebody you know, tell them a story, whatever that is, whatever that story is, you tell them.
Yeah.
Right? They'll talk to 5 or more people, and normally when it comes back to you, they're going to have something wrong with that story. You know?
Yeah. But by around that time, it's just too late.
Yeah. So, yeah, if anybody wants to help out with the cost of the Gettysburg Battlefield Bash trip, $3 donation. That's not bad.
Yeah. And it's like he has the money. He could use a lot more.
I can use a little cushion on the finances, just to make sure I get there in case I have any kind of car issue or anything like that, which I shouldn't. But anyway.
Yeah, I think
anything can happen. And $3 is real easy to put on the PayPal. It ain't that much. And yeah. And then when I get that monetization on here, then we can have that on that donation button. They can just put whatever they want.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like I said, I think I only read The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
And I've seen the Animal Farm movie probably once. And yeah, it's still a good movie, but it does show you the road about tutorialmanship in communism back in the if that was Russia after World War II. It fell through tutorialism and communism, which is still around today. If you haven't looked at today,
And I don't know if you understand the fighting with Israel and Palestine and all that. That's been going on forever, Bobby. Okay?
yeah,
They might have been different people. Well, it was always Israel, but the Palestinians or Palestine was maybe a different people, but the same situation going on and destroying the cities and it's destroying the land and all that stuff because Israel thinks it needs to be owning that part of the world because it's their land because it was given to them by God apparently, from what they say.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to pick on anybody in particular. I'm just telling you, look at the history of it. It's nothing new.
Yeah. And then you
Yeah.
always, I think it was mostly Democrats, but they want Israel to do a new election. I'm not sure if there was any Republicans that supported that idea.
Probably not. Because again, like what Trump was saying on his speech about getting involved with that, he wouldn't. I mean, that's one thing you say about Trump. You know that there was no documented war during his term, right?
Yeah.
So there was no documented war during his term. And so Biden gets in here, and you have the war on Ukraine, you have the Iran war with Israel, and
But yet
Israel and
Trump
Hamas.
Trump had the war in Afghanistan that was going on.
Well, that wasn't his fault, though. That was already there.
Yeah, that was like when 9/11 happened.
But that wasn't his fault, though.
Right.
Okay?
I
That was
mean,
already there in place. And then he had it all figured out on how to exit then, which they didn't follow his recommendations, which is why we have that big problem. Okay?
yeah.
So do
I
you
mean, the
understand
same
that?
should be said about the war for the like Iraq, Turkey, and
See, we shouldn't be in some of these areas that we're in. We shouldn't be in Ukraine, to be honest with you. Okay?
yeah,
We need to be taking care of the United States of America. That's what we need to be taking care of. All right? And
I
over
mean,
there sending billions and billions of dollars of everyone's money, health care, social security, everything, and then supplying the help with everybody that we bring over here, you
if
know.
Trump's really, he can try to calm them down in some form or way.
There wasn't Putin didn't go into Ukraine until Biden was president. Okay?
Yeah,
Except for that, I think that one time he tried that one time. I don't remember if that was under Obama when he tried that or not, but it wasn't under Trump that he tried it. So I
yeah,
don't
that
know what
was when
anyone is
the
talking
Russian
about.
got that Crimea
Yeah.
area, and so yeah,
See, they lost that. They lost that when they broke up the USSR. Okay, when they broke that up, that's when Ukraine became a country.
Mhm.
If I remember right,
Yeah,
maybe I
it's
got that
like
wrong.
I think you got like I think it was Bulgaria, Poland, Belarus. Those are like countries that was part of the USSR.
And so what Putin is trying to do is bring back the USSR and take back over the countries that he thinks belongs to them. Well, it's too bad. You lost it. Let them go. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, you
and
still got
then
petroleum rule at North Korea, and I'm not sure about Cuba. but we still like putting some dissension on Cuba lately. And if you was ever to have a shortwave radio and tune to Radio Havana, Cuba, it tells you about their struggles in Cuba
Yeah.
and why that
Hey,
U.S. But yeah,
guess who I got to watch tonight, Bobby? And totally by accident. Guess who I got to watch?
what?
Remember that woman that we had on as a guest, Amber May?
Mm,
She's in Arizona.
yeah,
I think it's
I'm
Arizona. Anyway,
not sure.
now I'm sounding like Biden saying anyway. Anyway, there's a video of Biden. That's all he says. Like every third word, he says anyway, anyway, anyway. And that's all he says.
Oh yeah,
You need to look that one up. You need to look that one up, but it's funny.
I mean, yeah, but
No,
it can
anyway,
be funny, but you gotta watch those videos sometimes. Make sure it might be manipulated in some form. Like it can be manipulated by AI or some deep fake material. You gotta watch those videos. But if it
no,
was,
not
but
Amber
it was
May
a
show.
real, but should it be a real band? Yeah, I can tolerate a real band, but if it's like deep fake or AI, I'm not gonna trust it.
No, but
I'm not gonna trust.
Amber May is a real person. Okay,
Yeah.
Amber May is a political journalist reporter, and she talks about all kinds of subjects and topics and everything like that. And Maverick and Goose have had her on the Secretary 2 Alpha, but Maverick was a guest on her show. Maverick and Goose were guests on her show, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that was good.
Mm.
And Goose made a good point. In his military career, he was a trained sniper for his job. Okay,
Mhm.
and he said there's no way if you're going to be a trained sniper, there's no way the shooter would have missed. All right,
Yeah,
so the
because yeah,
so the kid was not again. The kid was 20 years old. He never used a gun and realized. I mean, he might have gone to the range to try it out, but that's about it. You know,
yeah, there's like
and
no clue
and
what he did.
yeah,
Save it
and
for
so
you know when
maybe
like
the other well, the one guy got killed probably because he missed. And I'm glad he did miss Trump. I'm glad he missed him.
yeah,
And it's
it's
sad
just
that the others got hurt. You know,
yeah. Well, I
and we
I
shouldn't have
so
to worry about that. But the
uh,
thing is, Bob, we have to worry about that every time we go out. We have to be worried about: are we going to get shot? Are we
yeah.
going to get something thrown on us from the overpasses? We got people that are throwing rocks and pipes and things off of the overpass just to see what it
Okay,
does.
all right. All right. So isolationism always ends in disaster for a country like UK and Brexit and before the war wars. But Great Britain caused the problem with Israel and the Arab countries and then pull out before a solution was agreed, which involved the Arabs to continue with the conflict.
Mm.
I mean, like I said, these are viewpoints. They're opinions only. And if we're
Right.
gonna get thrown out because of all this, God so be it.
Well, we're just talking about random stuff, Bobby. I don't see what's wrong with that. I like that one meme that Andy shared in the Mixler chat.
Yeah,
Has a cow on the top of the roof, on an angled roof. Has a cow up there, and
yeah,
and the meme said, "All the cow needs is a rifle now."
yeah. So The only reason Putin wants Ukraine is for his mineral wealth, and there's like trillions of dollars of minerals.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I guess wherever you had to put it, but yeah. Um,
Well, I
yeah.
hope everybody enjoyed their readings, and hopefully they can help you.
Yeah.
And now, another thing we can go into is, in the old Bible, the original story, when you're talking about that. The interesting thing about this is, guess who the three wise men were, Bobby? You know who they were?
I never got in. I know about the song Jesus.
Right, but do you know that it wasn't just three wise men, right? Like how the Bible kind of tells the story. Oh, three wise men come from the east to see Jesus, the baby Jesus, right?
Yeah.
They followed a star, which is what? Astrology?
It's
They
just like,
followed a star. And some would say well, most of them were great astronomers anyway. They're travelers. They're um, sheep shepherds. They used to have flocks of sheep that they'd have to
I mean,
transfer across the big desert places where have no way to really tell where you're at, unless you're looking at the stars and you're navigating with the night
yeah.
sky, then you can see where you're at.
Luke always
No,
seems
now
to,
the point that I'm making is it
yeah.
wasn't just three wise men, Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Each man had like about 80 people that were coming with him, a company of men and family,
Yeah.
women and children, or women anyway. But anyway, yeah, company of people that were with them,
Yeah.
camels and horses and livestock and food to live that long. Plus that's why they had livestock so they could
Yeah.
eat. But
See,
also for sacrificing. Remember, they all had to do their own rituals each time, every week, every day, all the time. They had their own little rituals and sacrificing and doing this and that, the other thing. With what they
yeah.
had to do. But
Yeah. I
beyond
was,
that, they had to eat, Bobby. They had to eat, right? You had 80 people that were coming along with the three. Each wise man had their 80 people,
yeah.
company of people. All right. So now you have three times what? Okay, let's go 3 times 80. All right. How many is that? 3 times 80 is what?
240. It's just, I was trying to say that the Gospel of St. Luke in the New Testament, probably back around the first chapters, tells you about the story of when Jesus was born in like he always goes to that temple, and it's like it's like his ministry before his actual ministry begins.
Yeah. You mean like when he was 12 years old and he went to the temple
Yeah, and he
and
didn't
he
get
was
out
telling,
with his
and he, well, he
with
was,
Mary and Joseph.
yeah, but he was reading from the book of Isaiah, which kids wouldn't know how to read that.
Yeah,
All right. Eh, And but
but
anyway, back to the three wise men, though, Bobby.
okay,
All right, look up that story, and then you look up the historical evidence of what was actually traveling with the three wise men. It wasn't just the three wise men.
hmm
You can look this up according to the historical evidence of what I'm talking about. Fact check it. You want to go ahead and fact check it? Go ahead and look up the history of how they would travel. Okay. Remember
okay,
now, they came a long way from across another land and across the desert and everything like that. And then they come up into Israel and find this baby, in Bethlehem, right? And then they give him the gifts. Remember now, they all travel. There's no room for anybody to sleep anywhere. Remember, there's no room in the inn for the baby. So where was he born? In the manger, right?
Yeah.
because there's no room for him in the inn, according to the story.
Hmm.
So now, if that was the case, if there was no room for him in the inn, where did all these other people go? They came in a small town. They had, you know,
Yeah.
three times
It's
80. That'd be, I don't know, 2,240. No, is that right?
yeah. And
Okay,
another one
so
that gives you the details is usually, I think it was Saint Matthew Gospel was another
so
good one.
then what's interesting is when they went back home. Remember, they were warned not to go back the same way they came, right? Remember the story?
Yeah,
Because
because I. Mhm.
King Herod would have killed them, right?
Right.
Okay, so they
And
went
they
back a
told
different
him,
way. So
yeah,
that meant they had to have more food.
they had to flee to Egypt.
Yeah. So now, where did they put all those people though when they were visiting town? There was no room for them. Explain that
Yeah,
one. So explain
yeah,
that one.
it's messed up because, like,
And I could see
around
if
that.
it's only three wise. I can see if it's only three wise men coming, but normally the wise men would have their company of men and people with them
Right,
because
right.
they're carrying their whole life. They travel with their whole life, which is their livestock, everything they have.
Yeah.
They're bringing with them.
Hmm.
Okay, that's one thing you gotta understand. All right. So, if you want to read the history of how they would travel, who they would travel with, how many people would be with them when they traveled, including their livestock they have that they're using to survive on, so either they eat it or they sell it to make money to buy food or whatever. One way or another, they end up getting something to eat. Okay? So, I mean, they
Yeah.
had to survive somehow, and the only way to do that is to have their own livestock. I mean, if you can prove anything else, please show me what I'm talking about. But if what I'm
Yeah.
saying is reasonable, then you can still look it up and verify that. Even in the written
Well,
word, you can look it up.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. But in the historical aspect of things, you can look at how they did travel, and when they had to go somewhere, they had to take everything. Obviously, they couldn't just leave their sheep in the field and just go, because then somebody else would come along and take their sheep, you know,
yeah. That's it.
or they just wander off and you'd lose your herd, which is, that's your life. Um, so
It's like,
yeah, if like when David left to be the king, he had to make sure somebody was watching his flock that he had, his sheep, you know.
yeah. I mean, like, and Daniel was a great warrior that never knew that no one never knew that he could take down a giant.
Right.
Well, I think
But Dave,
what they say is true. You don't even have robots or anything during the Bible times.
right. But so yeah, just so some of the things that we're reading about in the Old Testament, try to understand that it was a different time at that point. What we're reading,
Hmm.
and we didn't have cars where you could just get in and start it up and drive, just
You
go.
had to have like either a camel or a house
Yeah,
or even a donkey, which they called it a different name back in the day. Most people find it offensive that it's still there in the Bible, but it's there for a reason because
well,
it was the correct word.
it was a type of animal. It is, and that's what they called it. Okay,
Hmm.
but and and to be cautious, but we're gonna just describe the animal with the name. Jackass would be the name. Okay.
Yeah, or just ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just ass. Yeah. And like the jawbone of an ass, according to what the story is, when he killed the lion, right? Remember when he killed the lions, and it was with the jawbone of an ass. And was that who did that? I can't remember. I know we read it. I can't remember.
I
Solomon.
would not remember either.
Look it up. But
Yeah, but
anyway, um, yeah. So, but now we call it donkey, obviously. But yeah,
yeah,
donkey is different animal than what we're talking about. Similar, but a little bit different. So actually, I think the ears are a little bit different, and it's a smaller animal than the one
yeah.
that we're talking about. Okay. So anyway,
Hmm. Got 20 minutes. Is there's anything else?
I don't think so. I think we got 20 minutes yet, and we can
Much.
still ramble on about nothing in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Hmm. It's also great that Andy
Oh,
created a couple
you
of
know,
more groups. Oh,
it's funny. I saw a funny meme. I don't remember where I seen it at now. It's on Facebook, I think, talking about they thought it was weird that people wouldn't be talking about this one, that SpaceX and X moved to Texas, right? And it talked about nobody even said anything about all my exes live in Texas.
oh my gosh.
uh, SpaceX and X moved to Texas.
Oh my gosh. I just hope that's one of those. I think you gotta give and still at least give Elon Musk credit when it's due. He was like the best when it comes to space travel and probably in cars.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that still criticize him today for buying Twitter,
Yeah.
which later became X.
Why do they criticize him for doing that? It's his money. He can do what he wants.
That's like if we have the stuff, we'll be buying Meta.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean,
I don't know.
endless
I ain't got no
possibilities.
money. I ain't got no money to buy nothing like that.
No, but you always mention something about the stock. I should be in stock trading.
Well, there
Thursday,
are some.
I didn't even go to the store at all yesterday. It's just like today I went to the
What?
store.
You're lying. You didn't go to the store yesterday?
No, not at all. I just only went to my old place and like I gave my friend that I used to live with some more cigarettes, and that's the only thing I did yesterday.
Yeah.
But of course,
Well,
I
now
got
don't
my
be don't be
side dish for my ribs.
well don't be buying cigarettes for people. That's bad.
Yeah, I know. But for
That's
some
worse than
people,
me
it's already
drinking a
too
beer.
late.
Me drinking a beer, that's my problem. That's not your problem. Unless you're giving me the beer, then that could be your problem. But in general, me drinking a beer is my problem. And I'm not going to go to hell for drinking a beer because, well, a beer is natural food. It's hops, it's barley and stuff like that from the Earth, this plant.
Yeah,
You know
but you
what I
can
mean?
still get in trouble if the cops find you
I'm
intoxicated and
not
stuff.
driving. I'm not driving.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm not driving. I didn't drive at all when I was at Bill's. They drove. I had other people drive. So, and that's what I worry about driving anywhere when I have to take my sleeping medication. I have to take it at a certain time so it's not in my system when I do go driving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I have to be careful when I take it.
That's why we got those three. You got the one in Illinois, the one in Perrysburg, and then the one in Gettysburg.
Yep. So I did the calculations. The total amount it's going to cost. Let's see, the rooms be, what did I say? I think it was 3.
I mean, you're still gonna have to funnel with the traffic in Chicago once you leave Illinois. Before you leave Illinois,
No,
on your second leg.
no, I don't have to go through Chicago.
Well, yeah, but it's like getting out of Chicago. You might have to funnel with the traffic.
No, I'm south of Chicago.
Well,
I'm not even.
well,
I'm
yeah,
not
but
even.
yeah,
Not
it's
even
like
near it.
the traffic before you get to Indiana.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
So yeah, the stays at the hotels are about matching the cost of the gas. Kind of
yeah,
weird. Okay.
yeah. Damn it!
Yeah.
You're going too fast for me, Amy. Yeah, like I said, you're going way too fast. I'm not even sure Ron can catch
No, I
on.
can't. I can't.
Yeah. How many times I had to tell the chat to slow down during Cobra?
Yeah. Oh, that was my music thing. Okay.
Yeah. 10 minutes.
Yeah. Well, 10 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Let me see here. We're not. I'm not sharing screen, so I have to look up that.
Yeah. But that brightness needs to be adjusted.
What brightness?
You know, like how you go like dark and then back.
Okay. Oh wow. I paid too much for it.
Too much for
cost
what?
me 80 cost me $80 for that coin. Oh, there you go. Now I got one here. $265.
Yeah. We're going. We're gonna
And then in GC, I got MS70. Oh, that's what I should put in there.
Yeah.
In the search bar, I should put MS70.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's a grading scale. MS70.
Yeah.
Now let's see what it has. Okay. Ooh, 156. Okay. 114. Still more than what I paid for it. I paid like I said, I think I paid 85, 89 or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I picked a bad time to go back to a cloud computer service.
Why?
It's uh it's too laggy, but also I have to reset every time it loses the input control so it can relock.
Oh wow. Okay, I have one here, $186. That's about $100 more than what I paid for it. Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
So what
if
would
I
I
had
do then?
to,
How would I?
well, talk about that coin. We're
Yep.
not seeing the coin, but yeah, they're not doing that screen whatever.
$199 here. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not sure what all those other letters
Now,
stand for
hey,
on
and
there.
Bob, you just like almost missed the whole show.
Who that?
That's C&D Bob or C&D Boy.
Where did he go?
He had to do. He's a busy man.
Oh yeah.
Had to do some house stuff. Yeah, we leave to yeah. Ron launches to Gettysburg on Tuesday.
Yep.
Oh,
Here's one
just
here, 2017 W. Okay, 1 ounce burnished silver. What I got? Okay, American
yeah,
Eagle NGC MS70 and Premier Select Series, which is what this is, BSS. All right, $71.42. It says out of stock. Guess what? I got one.
yeah.
I got one. Yeah, that's the same one I got right there. Not the same
Yeah,
one, but the same model. Yeah, interesting.
yeah.
Where is that W at now? There's a W there
It's your
somewhere.
boy.
What? There it is. There's a W. No, wait, no, that's not it.
Well,
Okay, I'll have to find it. I know it says W on my package. All right,
yeah,
cool. There you go. So that one's 71.42, but I know I paid more than that when I bought mine.
yeah.
Okay,
So
I had bought mine from the coin shopping network.
yeah. Oh, did we? Oh, there we go.
Yep, it'd be road trip, and it's oh 1,226 miles the way that I'm going.
I always gotta love these truck driving streams. Yeah, we're starting Tuesday, Amy.
I will be on a trip on Tuesday. I have to leave kind of early, but C&D boy, don't worry about it. Just join in when you get up and get going. Sadly, I can't wait for everybody to show up on the stream. I have to be going and get to my hotel on time.
Yeah, and the bash is like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, right?
Yeah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know if they're going to do something Sunday or not. But I took that extra day like I do all the time. I just stay there one more day and leave that Monday. So
yeah. I would love being invited to a paranormal investigation.
Yeah. Oh, down in your area, you probably got some.
I would love to see like the Ratmans, Runyak, Jenny, Marie, and Anthony, if they can get their stuff together. Invite me over to the Myrtles because I went there to as a tour, like just touring. I never went there to just investigate.
To where?
I went to the Myrtles only once to do a tour with the science club.
Ah.
But I'd love to go back as a guest investigator if they let me in.
And what is that exactly? The hotel?
It's a plantation, the Myrtles Plantation, and it's in
Oh,
St.
okay.
Francisville.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What would be your reasoning for going? Just to know.
I don't know. It's just like, see, like I think I went in my junior year to the Myrtles, and so we even been to the graveyard and ate lunch there. I thought it was. There was even an exposed grave. You could definitely see a decomposed body in one of the graves while I was there.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Well, we've been at this for 2 hours, I think, huh? Almost.
Yeah, it's getting close. I guess. Yeah, it's getting close. Oh
Yeah,
my
we'd
gosh.
probably go and wrap it up, and then we could do the Bible reading for sure. Get that done.
Yeah, because that's one more thing we did not do today. But let's see.
Go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah.
I'm trying to throw a show.
And the pros reminding you that you should continue listening and watching the Errt Radio on your favorite device on Mixler, Podbean, YouTube, Facebook, Trouble, Odyssey, and Rumbo. And go to ertradio.com and hit that big PayPal button for $40. You receive this nice, glorious hat while supplies last. And definitely do that because we're in need of donations. Because if you do that, I'll come on my spaceship, I'll beam you up, and you better pray to your God because otherwise what's going to happen to you in your wallet.
Right. And if you enjoy readings and card readings like that, I also do tarot card readings too. Those are oracle card readings that I used tonight. But if you are interested in getting one, you can email me at ertradio@gmail.com and request one. I will do it on request. Of course, there might be we might want to talk about a fee on that situation, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, like if you want your personal one, ertradio at gmail.com. But we also have a private movie night.
Yeah.
And so if you want the link, Skype is required. You can also do the same, ertradio at gmail.com. But you'll just miss the show.
Yeah, Yolanda, you're late. Yep, we're done.
So Amy, Marco, Kitty, and Bob, Lorraine, Rockstar, thanks.
Yep. Yeah, we've been here for 2 hours. So we did good. All right. Well, we're gonna see everybody on the next one. And Yolanda, if you want a reading later, you can let me know. We'll do one later. But yeah, for right now we're done, and thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you can watch it. And if you go back and read or watch a group reading there, I did one for the group. So that means for anybody that watches it later. So, all right.
Yep. Thank you all for watching.
All right. Bye for now.